Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
Americans love their cars. That's why there's so many vehicles on the road, and most of them, it seems sometimes, are ahead of you at a traffic light. An auto industry research firm, IHS Automotive, says there are 253 million cars and trucks on the road in the United States. If you don't count the 70 million or so Americans who are too young to have a driver's license, that means there's one vehicle for every adult in the nation. That's a lot of Fords, Chevys, and Jeeps. And while we love most of them, we do not love all of them. That's why virtually every automaker has at one time or another discontinued models that just didn't perform all that well in the marketplace. But not to worry, if you were among the fans of these gone but not forgotten vehicles, you may soon have another chance to own one. Several dead but iconic brands and nameplates are being resurrected. Let's start with our own hometown pride and joy, the Jeep. Fiat Chrysler Automotive, which owns the Jeep brand, is bringing back a name from half a century ago, the Gladiator. The Gladiator pickup was sold in the 1960s, and when its reincarnated version was unveiled at the Los Angeles Auto Show back in November, it was a showstopper. It should take a bite out of the mid-sized pickup market. Ford wants a piece of that pie, too. It will bring back the Ranger pickup. If that name sounds familiar, remember that the Ranger was discontinued just a decade ago, although drivers overseas could still get one in some markets. Ford also plans to bring back the once popular Bronco in 2020. The Bronco had a large base of fans until the O.J. Simpson murder case. That slow-motion chase on the freeways of L.A. pretty much drove the Bronco nameplate out of the market. Chevrolet is bringing back another iconic brand, although the old Chevy Trailblazer will have a new name, the Blazer. Like Ford's Ranger, the Trailblazer went away about 10 years ago. It's no coincidence that several of these reincarnated vehicles are trucks. The country's love affair with trucks shows no signs of slowing down. As a personal aside, I don't get it. Some of these trucks sit so high off the ground, I'm sure I couldn't get in one without a stepladder. Remember the old Honda Passport SUV? It's coming back. The old Passport was itself a renamed Isuzu Rodeo, so it's a vehicle with some identity issues. Toyota is getting into the act too. The automaker has long been expected to bring back the old Toyota Supra, a sports car that had a cult following of its own 3 decades ago. I guess I wasn't part of the cult because I don't remember it. But Toyota is getting the retro look, another opportunity. It's not difficult to figure out why so many brands are being resurrected and given new life. Retro is evidently a good look, although you can be sure retro will not mean you have to sacrifice the bells and whistles and jaw-dropping electronics that we take for granted in the modern automobile. Plus, the automakers never really retire a nameplate, not permanently anyway. As the saying goes, sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder. In spite of all this auto industry affection for its nostalgic past, not all iconic brands will be making a comeback. Nothing has been said, for example, about bringing back the Ford Edsel. Maybe it's best if we just keep it that way.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.